Hi everyone, it's BDevine and welcome to Divine Miracles channel, and thank you so much for joining me and subscribing to my channel. I am going to do a message from the Domino Angels for each one of us for this week. Sometimes I've been doing these on the weekends, sometimes I've just been doing them during the week, but here we go. I hope that you all are okay. There's been some strange energy again today, especially for many of us, and just feeling something in the air. Okay, so just make sure that you're protecting yourself, and you're just taking one moment at a time, one day at a time, and trying not to become anxious about anything. But let's see what message we get from the Domino Angels. And I am just focusing on a message for all of us. Okay, we really need a clear answer here. Okay, there it is. Archangel Michael. Okay, should have known. Archangel, did you see that, everybody? Okay, Archangel Michael is with us again, and you may get messages of a negative and angry nature, but the idea is that you don't retaliate with this, or you'll bring more and more of this upon yourself. See what I mean about something being in the air? When misunderstandings arise, it's time to reevaluate the friends that you choose. No one should make you feel sad in any way. If so, clear them out and shield yourself in light. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Light a blue candle to connect. And so again, we've got Archangel Michael with us, and it's very, very important, as we know from the way that the energies have been, that we are remembering our protection. And just before I did this video, or before I started making videos today, I did the cleansing and clearing sort of protection meditation kind of thing that I made about clearing yourself of negative attachments. Because what I've discovered, and this is something that I discovered over experience and over time, and I just was looking up because there's a bird that flew across. What I've discovered over time is that sometimes what can happen is when you haven't sort of asked your angels to be there, or you haven't protected yourself, say for example, and you've been out with people that are particularly negative, or even if you've not even been in their company, but you've seen some negative things going on, maybe on social media or whatever, or you have a sense that someone is wishing you ill will, and you've been thinking about this and all of that. Sometimes what can happen is that a person's sending you a psychic attack in some way, or a negative attack in some way. And what can happen is what's known as a hook can start to hook itself or embed itself into your aura, okay? And it sort of just sits there, all right? And this is someone's negative attack towards you, not a curse or anything like that, because that only exists if you believe in the energy of curses. But someone that's sending this negative energy towards you, that can sit there in your auric levels. Now, when you're having a low moment, or when you're feeling really negative within yourself and you've forgotten to do your protection, and it's been a while, or whatever's been going on, and then maybe you've been having a few drinks, or you've been in a situation where it's been around you, it's just negative. What happens is this hook that's stuck into your auric level just sort of rips up, and this creates a big hole in the auric level, and that's when you can get some attachments or negative energy really moving close to you. And that's when you start feeling like you're not yourself, you start having massive headaches, you start being cranky with everybody, maybe acting completely out of character, feeling unwell, feeling nauseous, not being able to have any energy, lethargic. Now, if any of those symptoms are coming to you right now as I'm talking about those things, do the cleanse and clear immediately with Archangel Michael. This is why this message has come up, that you may be getting negative influences being thrown at you. You may be getting words being said about you that you don't even know about. There may be people plotting and scheming behind your back, and you know what, that can happen anywhere. I've just had someone try to hack into my Facebook, and what the stupid people don't realize is that Facebook actually tells you the location of where that person is, and also their IP address. So nowadays you can't even get away with trying to get into someone's Facebook without their knowledge, and it actually locked me out for ages, and I couldn't get in myself, you know, and had to change everything. So that was just a precaution, you know, to make sure that you're changing your passwords, or you're looking after your security, which is another message of protection for yourself as well. So if you've been feeling not right within yourself, and I mean like really lowly, and not just an ordinary off day, but really lowly, and you know you've been doing some work with the angels, or you've been doing some work spiritually, but you haven't really been putting in that extra effort, it's time to do that. It's time to ask for a complete cleanse and clearing of your auric levels, and any attachments or any cords or any hooks or any slithers or any cuts or anything that is within your auric levels, or any negative attachments that are in those auric levels. You ask the Archangel Michael remove them immediately, and also the Archangel Raphael come forward and heal over those spots for you. So while Archangel Michael's doing his thing and his business and he's clearing away, Raphael's straight in there closing those areas up, and you know, perhaps just reinforcing your auric levels and re-strengthening them. Another thing that I like to imagine is this pink love light around myself, because that way, if there's anything that's leaving me, like in other words an attachment that doesn't need to be there, it has to go through this pink barrier of love light, which means it's instantly got the love within it, and anything that's trying to come towards me is instantly, it's either going to be repelled because there's a loving energy there, or decide that it wants to be in that loving energy. So either way, you know, it's very, very protective, and it's also allowing me to, you know, I'm giving back kind of thing. I'm just sending out love, which is much better than when sending out sort of a fear signal of, I'm really, really scared, I need this protection around me. I'm like, you know what, I'm not afraid of anything, because I know that nothing can have control over me, and here I'm sending you all my love, which means that anything negative is transmuted in this energy into positive energy. So it's more than likely that there's something that's going to turn up this week where someone's going to really annoy you, someone's going to upset you or try to upset you in some way, or you're going to read something that's upsetting, or the same old drama is going to begin again. And remember that you've watched this video, and as soon as that starts to happen, before you react, say, right, Archangel Michael, please, you know, just protect, remove, release, and allow me to rise above this situation, this problem, and you know, stay above the whole thing, and not allow it to bring me down to that level anymore. You know, it's all about controlling and, you know, understanding that you are protected, taking control of your life, you know, not allowing things to upset you or just distort your reality. Because if something's not true, then we don't need to be upset about it. And I know that's really, really hard when someone said all these things, you find out about it, and you're like, but that's not true, and I can't believe they said that about me, oh my God, you know, and we start feeling that way, and you know, part of us thinks that it must be true in some way, you know, because otherwise we wouldn't be affected by things. When we know something's absolute rubbish, we're not affected by it as much. But if someone says something about us, then we start to think back, you know, maybe they did perceive it that way, or maybe I did this wrong, and oh my God, you know, we blame ourselves straight away, and all that has to stop. We just have to say, well, people have a right to their opinions, but I don't have to take that energy on board if I don't want to, you know. And, you know, cleanse and clear and protect yourself is really important. And, you know, especially lately, since we've been going through so many deep attunements too, you know, and we've been having these deep attunements going on for quite a bit now. And Zuriel is also there, Zuriel, the angel of September. He also works with us on teaching and knowledge, gaining that wisdom within ourselves, trying different practices. He works with the protective energy of Archangel Michael. He also works with Gabriel, and, you know, for communication too. He works with Muriel, which is another angel of cycles and protection too. So there's a massive amount of angelic support for us, and not to mention just spiritual support too. And, you know, our connection to the divine is always there, as long as we accept it as being so. So what you're going to do this week, try not to get upset with anyone that's trying to really rip into you or upset you in any way. If you see anything negative, keep Archangel Michael close by, and don't give in to the mental thoughts of negativity at all. Try your best. Like, sometimes you can just allow yourself to get a bit annoyed, that's fine. And then when you've come down from being annoyed and you've said all you wanted to say, then you can say, okay, now it's time to cleanse and clear that energy, because no one's perfect. You're going to have moments where you're swearing and carrying on and flapping around, is what I usually do. Flap around the house, la la la, yelling out all this stuff, and then I'm like, oh my god, like later on think, geez, I really need to chill out. And then I do all my work on myself and think, I'm so silly, I help everybody else do this, and then I have those moments myself where I just must look ridiculous, if you're looking down on it anyway. And then I'm just like over it, if you know what I mean. So just allow the angels to help you and be there with you. Remember that you don't have to be perfect. You just got to try to remember different things to protect yourself. And we need to do it because it's rampant at the moment with all this negative energy and people focusing on this negative energy and people believing in it, and doing horrible things to gain power and all kinds of stuff. We just need to wrap ourselves in a bit of a bubble, do a little bit more meditation, sound healing, bit of journeying, shamanic drumming, things like that, and finding those pieces of ourselves that will help to strengthen ourselves to even more. So everyone, I hope that this message is finding you happy and well wherever you are, and if you're watching this far and you've watched this video, you can have a half price reading at my website. So all you have to do is go to my website, hit the donate button, half the amount that's on the page, and send me an email after that. So my email address is in the messages below. It's divinemiracles@gmail.com, and you can write to me and say, hey, I've just seen your Domino Angels and I'd really like a half price. As long as you let me know, and maybe you don't want to get it for a couple of months or so, but you want to get it one day, just let me know and I will honor that half price for you. So until the next video, I'm wishing every single one of you every happiness. Don't let anyone get under your skin. Work with Archangel Michael and remove those negative blocks from your life so you can feel that freedom again. And it's goodbye for now. Bye everyone.